Hey y'all, hey, it's Joyce from Elite Expressions, and today we are going to put a cheetah print with glitter on a stemless wine glass. Okay, so I haven't worked with glitter in a while, but we're going to do it today, and it's a technique that I used to do. It used to be one of our good sellers, but once I started spray painting glasses, I kind of got away from using glitter. So that's what we're gonna do today. But before we get started, I want to give a special shout out to my coworker Larry and his daughter Johanna. He recently told me that they watch my videos and it just was so heartwarming. And he shows me videos of his daughter singing, and she has a beautiful voice and she taught herself how to play the ukulele. So I just want to say hi to her. Also to my subscriber, Too Grown For You. I enjoy interacting with you and I can't wait to see one of your glasses. And last but not least, my good friend Dollar Bill. He's been a big supporter, and you know, I appreciate bouncing ideas off of him. So that's been really great. And of course, my business partner, Lynette. So let me get the camera adjusted and get everything set up and we'll get started. See you in a bit. Okay, so let's get started. I am going to use Mod Podge, which I have poured in this condiment cup. And so we're gonna use that to adhere the glitter to the glass, okay? Mod Podge, I use the gloss, okay? I've chosen this brush and moistened it some. It is a synthetic hair brush, so I haven't glittered in so long, so I hope it's okay, but we're going to apply 2 coats of the base gold glitter. So for the base, we're going to use this gold. I got this from Walmart years ago, and I looked on it. It doesn't have a color. Yeah, it doesn't have a color. I don't even know if Walmart still sells glitters, okay? And then for the spots, we're going to use this color. What I've learned is it is better to use a lighter color for the base, and then for the cheetah spots, I don't know, leopard cheetah, I don't know, we'll see. It's better to use a darker color, and then we'll outline it in black. This is Recollections. I know that Michaels carries this color. This is just Recollections of Black, extra fine, okay? So, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Now, I put it on this little stand. These are new to me. I used to always just hold them by hand. So let's see if this makes it easier. All right. So we dip our brush in the glue and we paint it on the glass. Doesn't matter how thick. I really don't even care about brush strokes because we're gonna do 2 layers. So just get it, brush it on pretty liberally. And we'll go from there. I usually don't do the bottom. And that was more so before because I didn't have a holder. So by me having this, I can stand it upright, okay? Mod Podge turns clear when it's dry. So I want to try to get it on as quick as possible. I mean, you do have some working time, but all right. These stemless wine glasses were purchased from Dollar Tree. We all know that Dollar Tree is not really Dollar Tree anymore. It's a $1.25 tree. So, but you know, we ain't tripping. We are not tripping. So I'm going to start using these stemless wine glasses for tutorials as opposed to, because glass prices have gone up so much. unless I'm doing an order for you guys to see. We'll just do tutorials on these because I have a couple of cases. Okay, so let's try to get it as even as possible. I'm never too concerned about this first coat because like I said, we're gonna go over it and do another coat. All right. I go all the way up to the edge. This is a tutorial. If you want to stop it before it gets to the edge, you can, before the drinking part. That's up to you. No judgment here, because you know what? A person can always use a straw, you know? If they have a problem with putting their mouth on the cup with the glitter. Okay. I didn't even look to see if I'm staying in focus. All right. So we'll put this over to the side. Okay. Let me stand this up for a minute. Now it's time to glitter, okay? What I used to do is just spoon the glitter over, but I'm going to pour it on. I'm not sure how much I have, but I'm just gonna pour, and then if we run out, we'll collect it, put it back in the bowl, and in the container, and add some more. I'll put it on pretty liberally. Now also too, you can paint a base coat down, and that might eliminate you having to do 2 coats of glitter. It's totally up to you, okay? Oh my goodness, my glittering skills are old. And I used to work with glitter so much, I was always surprised that I didn't have glitter all around the house, but you become so contained with it and learn how to work it that it's very rare that you have glitter spills. All right, let's knock some of this off. Bald spots, bald spots. Can you see them? Yeah, I think we have enough for just one more coat. All right, good enough. All right, so this is where we're at right now. This is just gold glitter on a clear glass. And that's where we're at. I didn't do the bottom, like I said. I think I'm still bottom free. It's not for me. I'm just trying to get whatever bald spots I can so that the next layer can be as even as possible, okay? So we'll let this dry for about 15 minutes and I'll be back. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, so it took me a little longer to come back. I had a phone call in the meantime. So what I do, this is a makeup brush. And I brush off any excess glitter just really lightly. So that when I add the next coat, I don't contaminate my brush, the glue, whatever. So, and then I can see any bald spots or whatever. So, all right. So now we're ready for the second coat. Put that over there. So since I was gone a little bit longer than I had wanted to be, oh, also too, let me see if you can see into the glass. If you look in the glass, you can tell that it's not even coverage. When we do the second coat, you'll be able to see that it is, okay? Ignore the mess in the background. my spray paints and stuff. My whole house is basically an art studio. So I rinsed off the brush because it had kind of got caked up with glue. And so that's where we at. All right. So now we're going to apply our second coat of glue. Get over there. All right. And you just go right over. Okay, don't be scared. We've already dusted off any extra glitter. And this is how you get a more even coverage, okay, of the glitter. Let's put that a little closer. Now at this point, lining your edges up and things like that are a little bit more important because this is the coat that's going to be your straight up base, okay? Now, what I used to do to see if the Mod Podge was dry, and this was my own way of knowing, when you put Mod Podge on a glass, if you feel the inside of it is usually cold when you put the glitter on it. When it's dry enough for you to put the second coat on, when you feel the inside of the glass, it doesn't feel cold anymore, like say a wet paint or whatever, then you know it's time for the second coat when it feels like it's room temperature. That has been my own trick. For the first layer to dry, you can do it as quick as, 15 to 30 minutes, okay? So we just try to apply, a nice even coat over this glitter so that we get full coverage, all right? Okay, now it's time to apply the second coat of glitter, all right? I kind of just sped you up through that last part. So before I started filming this, I had poured the glitter back into this container, okay? Because glitter is so, small and fine that it doesn't really take a lot to, I was scared I didn't have enough. And yeah, I had to pour it back in the container to do this, but you see how much is falling off. We'll get the edges later. All right. Looks like I'm gonna have to pour this back in the container to get a better coverage. So it's too soon to brush the excess off, so I'm just tapping it off because I need to pour it back in the container so that I can get a fuller coverage. All right. Alrighty, let's do it again. So this is the final coat of the base glitter, which is this gold. And now I just want to fine tune and get the edges, any bald spots, anything I may have missed. You know, glittering is not rocket science. Don't be afraid. I'm getting glitter everywhere. Now I'm just kind of working more on the edges and things like that. Anywhere you see visible glue, try to get some glitter on it. Now, I know some glitter is gonna fall into the cup, but just chalk it up to the game, okay? And so I can't do my filling method because I have this holder in that I talked about, so I just have to kind of eyeball it, all right? It's too soon to brush, so we can't do that. So we just gotta pray on it, okay? So what I'm gonna do, got the patio door open. It's a nice breeze coming in. I did a D-sole line, free-handed, but whatever. So we'll let this air dry, go heat me up some lunch, and I'll be back in a bit, all right? Okay, so here's the glass as it is drying. Looks pretty good. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't, you can't see it better in front of the patio, but yeah, so that's where we're at right now. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. Now it's time to add the spots. I have lightly dusted off the glass with the makeup brush and emptied that glitter back into the container. So now we're gonna add the spots to it, all right? This is the fun part, and this is where the artistic part kind of comes into play, all right? Let's add a little bit more glue. I'll probably, oh shit. Oh, I cursed, sorry. Probably added a little too much, but whatever. I'll have to clean out the top. And I can't use this paper, I got glue on it. Let's get another sheet. Uh-oh. Okay. Another sheet of paper. Let's put the glue there. All right. Hope you guys can see. All right. So I'm gonna try and do like a picture-in-picture when I edit so that you can see what an actual cheetah or leopard print looks like. So I moistened this brush a little bit. Let me dry it out some. I'm just using cheaper brushes. So this is where we add the spots. So you go in and you add spots at random. These are going to be in a copper color, okay? And then we're going to outline them in black. So you're going to make different sizes. I kind of go a little heavier on the glitter only because I don't know if I'm going to do 2 coats of this, okay? Well, that'll be a small one. And there's no rhyme or reason to this because, of course, cheetahs, I don't know if it's cheetahs or leopard, whatever. Their coats are random. You know, there's no rhyme or reason to it, okay? Some may be closer, some may be farther. I tend to be very, my brain kind of works in straight lines and things like that. So sometimes doing a random pattern is really hard for me because I end up doing something more strategic and more linear. So going around and finding spots to fill in is kind of hard. All right. Oh, I hope you can see. So with this, I'm gonna go through now and I'm gonna sprinkle some glitter. Let me put a few more spots. I think I wanna do half and do it because I don't want these spots to dry out too much, okay? And then you can have some come over, you know, with the edge. Because there's no rhyme or reason to this. All right. Let's do it. Okay, so I've done roughly half the glass, and the glitter is only going to stick where you have the glue. So it's okay that I'm a little messy with it, and I want to pour it heavy so to make sure that it sticks, okay? So if you can see, it's sticking. And I try to do maybe only half the glass at a time so that I can make sure that the Mod Podge doesn't dry out, okay? All right, so let's see, hopefully you can see the spots on there. In the next step, they'll pop a little bit more, okay? I don't wanna brush them just yet because it's still wet. All right, so let's add some more spots and do the other half of the glass. I don't do actual circles because that's not how Cheetah is set up. They're in different spots. I remember when I first started doing this, I had to like Google how an actual cheetah print comes out so that I can be a little bit more intentional with how this works out, okay? Some can be bigger. Some can be smaller. So for this, I'm not going to do 2 layers on the spots, okay? As I'm looking at this, some of the copper glitter has rested into the gold, but we're not gonna worry about that too much because when it dries, we will go through and brush off the excess like we did before, okay? And then if we have any spots that need extra coverage, we will go in with the black, but you'll see that coming up, okay? All right. See if anything needs more glue. So at this point, I hope you're enjoying this video and will consider liking, subscribing, commenting, all of that good stuff. I always try to respond to everyone. As I've said before, I do have a quote unquote real 9-to-5 job. So I might not be able to respond as quick as I would like to, but I will always try to respond, okay? And this page is about positivity and creativity. So I hope that all comments remain positive. I do can take constructive criticism though. So, all right, let's cover these spots. Hopefully you can see. It's okay if it gets a little messy. We'll just dust it back into our glitter jar. Okay. All right. Oh, here's some over here that I missed. Let's dust this off. Ooh, I put my finger in something. Okay, let's fix that. All right. I think I used a different gold before, but we live, we learn. All right. So what I'm gonna do is let this dry for about 10-15 minutes. I'll come back, we'll dust it off with the makeup brush, and we'll get started on the black. All right, see you in a minute. Okay, it has been exactly 20 minutes. And I wanna show you what I mean by, okay, let's see if you can see it in the camera. And it looks like that'll be a no. But in some spots, there has been some copper that is settled into the gold. So it should be dry enough. So what we're gonna do is brush off. I don't see you, if you can see that it's dropping down, okay? And so that kind of ends the cross-contamination and makes the spots pop a little bit more, if that makes sense. Okay. So right now we're 20 minutes in between coats. I am brushing really, really lightly, okay? But I just want to get the copper off that was sitting on the spot so that it's not mixed in with the gold. Okay. And as you see, it's only copper that is falling off, okay? I bet there's so much glitter in this glass. Okay. Now it is time to make these spots pop, okay? So I've come up with a way to make the spots look more authentic, okay? It looks like nothing else is falling off. All right, let me stop you real quick, clean this up. All right, it is time now to outline the spots. Oh, I've never used this glitter. Let me open it up. Okay, so I'm probably gonna alternate between two brushes, all right? This is the brush that I use for the spots, and this one I may add just some black spots, but let's see how I do. No. Let me use this one. I'm gonna use the smaller brush to start, and let's see how it goes. So when you're doing a spot, you want to kind of outline it in 3 parts, okay? When you look at an actual leopard spot, the cheetah spot, there it doesn't outline it in a full circle. It's kind of like a 3-prong deal, okay? I'm gonna add just some random spots because these will be black, okay? So it's not an actual outline to the circle. And hopefully I will have been able to figure out a picture-in-picture so you can see. And so we're outlining in this kind of way, okay? And hopefully soon you'll be able to see what it is that I'm talking about once I pour the black on, okay? This brush is working out just fine, so I'll probably stick to it. And so as each circle has this unique design, you kind of find a way to outline it in 3 parts, okay? I have not done this in so long. And so I want to do this little section because as you can see, some of this Mod Podge it's trying it. It is trying to dry out. All right, let's sprinkle that black, baby, so you can see what it do. Let's do one more. All right. So this is where the messiness comes in. Oh, crap. I can't get it open with one hand. Shoot. I didn't curse. Okay. Because this one I just want to do in little sections at a time. After we do this section, I'll probably speed it up so you can see how it looks, okay? Are you ready? We're gonna tap, tap, tap it so you can see what these spots look like. Woohoo! So when we go through and brush it, you will really definitely be able to see the definition. So I hope that you can tell. All right. So I'm gonna stop you here and put you in the super speed and we'll go through the rest of the cup. All right. Okay, so we have finished all the spots. I hope you can see my vision coming to life. So I'm looking now to see if there's anything I need to fill in. But just for video purposes, I think I'll leave it how it is. But if you can see, like, I didn't draw a straight up outline around each spot. I just kind of dotted and made like a three-sided outline on each one. That's kind of like my way to do it. So this is where we're at. I'm gonna let it dry for maybe about, probably about 30 minutes because I kind of put the glue on a little heavy. As you can see, like the black is raised a little bit. So before I brush off the excess, because you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see, it looks good though. Some of the black has settled into the gold. Before I brush it off, I want to make sure it's as dry as possible. So I'll be back in about 30 minutes to an hour and we'll brush it off. I'm also going to clean up this mess here and we'll go from there. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, y'all, I'm back. It's probably been about an hour and a half and I've let it dry. So now we are going to dust off any extra glitter. Let's see. Because as you can see, it's mostly black coming off. And so what I'm going to do after this is I'm going to seal it with, I usually use glitter blast, but I don't have that at this apartment. It's at my other house. So I'm just going to use the Rust-Oleum clear sealant so that way glitter doesn't come off on people's hands. Now at this point, if you are into sealing with resin, this will be your time to shine. But however, as we know, I tried to seal a glass with some resin. It didn't come out so good. And plus that will make this video another hour or too long. So we're not gonna do that. And actually I won't be able to show you when I paint it on, but it's a simple, just spray paint and I'm just gonna paint it on. So look at how much black came off. This is what we're dealing with right now. And this brush works really good. This has always been my favorite. It's done a whole bunch of glasses with getting the glitter off. So, oh, well, no, take that back. Got rid of my old one. This is a new one. This is a new baby, but it's working just as good. And this is just a Walmart brush that came in a pack. And I'm brushing a little harder now because I want to get off as much excess as possible so that there's no black in the gold when I seal it, okay? And it's a nice little bit that came off. Let me get around these edges here. Okay. So this is what we're dealing with. All right. Let me see if I can grab the can that I'm gonna use to spray it with. Hold on. So even though it's warmer here in Chicago, it's still not hot. So I'm not gonna go outside. I know everything is temperature controlled in here and everything. So I'm going to use this to seal this. However, at this point, if you are into resin, this is the time where you can, use resin to cover it or whatever. If you wanted to apply a decal, I would say do a layer of resin, apply a decal, another layer of resin. If that's what you do, I have not gotten that advanced yet. I will one day. Ooh, look at all the glitter in the bottom of the glass. So yeah, so this is where you seal it with either a spray or resin. All right, I'll be back in a bit with this finished product. All righty. All right, so I just sprayed the sealant on it and I saturated it. I've never really used this Rust-Oleum gloss on a glitter glass because I always used to use Krylon Glitter Blast. So let's see how it works. I'm gonna let it dry for about an hour or so. Then I'm gonna come back and take it off of the stand. Alrighty. Okay, so here is the finished product. It's probably still drying, but it is sealed. No glitter is coming off. Here's a close-up picture of it. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I probably will not add a product list because I'm about to tell you everything that I used. This glitter and the gold glitter both came from Walmart years ago. This is Recollections, which came from Michaels. Now, you know what? Michaels has a brand that came in a pack like this, so I'm not really sure. It's either Walmart or Michaels, all right? I bought my paint brushes from just a multi-pack from Michaels, okay? There were two different multi-packs, the blue and then the orange. Both are synthetic bristles. This makeup brush, I know I said Walmart earlier, but it came from Walgreens. Okay, it was in a multi-pack. The glass itself came from Dollar Tree. All right, the Mod Podge, you usually just buy it online at Amazon, but they also sell it at Michaels. Well, the turntable came from Amazon as well. So if you would like to see me do a similar glass with a zebra print, I probably wouldn't do black and white. I might do pink and black or something like that. Let me know in the comments. Also, I would like to do another cheetah print glass in these two colors. I hope you can see them. So this would be the base color. This is Recollections Mint. And this is called Paradise. So I would like to do one in these colors, and then the black would be with it, because you can do a cheetah print almost in any color, okay? So, oh, also too, I forgot to say earlier, I prepped the glass. I washed it just like I would wash a normal dish. I washed it, and then I wiped it off with alcohol, and I dried it with a microfiber cloth, okay? You can get microfiber cloths from Walmart and or Amazon. And I use microfiber because it makes sure there's no lint left on the glass, okay? So I didn't say that. May do a zebra print. Will do a video with these colors. I hope you enjoyed. Seems like there was one more thing I'm forgetting to tell you, and I can't remember what it is. And of course, as soon as I'm finished with this video, it will come to me. Again, you can use resin to seal or the any type of clear gloss spray sealant. Now what I am noticing, I did saturate it like I did with Krylon, so I'm hoping when it dries, the colors will kind of come back to what they were prior. But as you can see, there's minimal glitter on my hands. I may put another coat. So I think that's about it. So with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, that's the thumbs up, share, comment, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I put out new videos. All right, I got some more stuff coming soon. Take care. Bye.